I want to talk about liability.
Or should we?
I didn't watch it.
Here's the thing.
I didn't either, because it's like whenever something's been that long, I'm like, I probably hate myself in that. I don't want to see that.
So, as you guys know, we're in our distancing era. And we haven't been seeing as much of Lilah Gibney as maybe some other times in life. And 10 months ago, we were all bestie boots mama. Lilah was like, I want to start a podcast. I'm going to call it Lilability. Can you guys come on and be my first guest? And here I am thinking she's going to have, the BFFs podcast turnaround time. It's going to come out next week, right? And then a couple months go by and we fizzle. We fade into you. Essentially, she releases the episode that we shot of Lilability yesterday.
I know.
And like, we haven't spoken to her in months. I'd been living with this anxiety that she was like still going to release it and make everyone think that like we were on this roller coaster. And
I'm not sure. Maybe it's been so long, but I was under the impression that was never coming out. I thought it was a pitch for a network. I never thought that the episode was going to come out ever.
I thought it was coming out, but like I thought it was coming out in November.
Bold. You know what I mean? It's like, honestly, like I probably wouldn't have released it, but I like kind of respect that she did. Like, I'm not releasing an episode. Fuck you guys.
Hilarious.
And
on
like
her part.
she's smart. Like she knew that people would click it.
Yeah,
and
I
that
got so many views so fast.
I have nothing negative to say. Like,
yeah, honestly, well played.
Yeah, genius, honestly.
The top comment was, I know Tana's cackling in Hawaii. And it's funny because I like literally was. And I just
don't like anything coming out where I haven't even seen it before. Like maybe I didn't want all of that in it. Like, I mean, I feel like it wasn't like anything bad.
I didn't watch it, but like I didn't watch it either.
And I've scrolled past every clip because I don't even like, I'm cringing.
Gives me anxiety.
I'm already cringing at myself. I already like,
You said because I'm allergic.
No. I always thought she should have a podcast. She's funny and crazy. And
Yeah,
there's a market for it.
100% there is. And I think it's like just so fucking funny that she released that shit. Like we are all best friends.
It is. Like I can't imagine in like, not that it's like really equivalent to the Mindy era, but if I were like to have just like posted a pic of us or something like while that was happening, like it would have just been like, what the fuck?
Let alone like a whole ass podcast.
And clips about like, how did you guys become best friends?
And Mary fucking Joe and every coworker I used to have at McDonald's is tagging me in all this bullshit of the canceled podcast, talking about me, talking about Stas, talking about a podcast that we love so much.
Put so much love and effort to make such a positive space for everybody to be a part of, including, Tana and Brooke, which I felt like that was a very positive, beautiful episode that displayed the 8 years of you guys' friendships, our relationships, and obviously it came to a point where, they talked about the episode being out. And
it being out 10 months later. First of all, bitch, movies take years.
Rome was not built on a table, the honey.
And neither was the fucking Taj Mahal. Like, the hottest, most beautiful, amazing things in life, just like episodes 1 through now of Lilability, are the Taj Mahal, bitch.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I just want to say to everybody that I'm not going to sit here and try and defend myself because I know who I am. I know my heart. I know my morals. But Tana and Brooke wanted to invest into our podcast. So that is why that is so shocking to me, because I've worked so hard on myself the last few months to handle things offline, separately. People are texting me, then people ghost me for 6 months. Then our best friend passes away. Suddenly everyone wants to send their condolences. And I'm like, but you want to be nice and then sit on your podcast? That's just what I don't like. Why can't you go with your word? And weren't you not just texting me last week saying you wanted to talk in person? So I'm just like,
I think the whole thing.
Why talk about me on a podcast with millions of views? That's just.
Why are we doubling down on things that have been said and done? Okay, if it came to a point, I mean, I know you guys' relationship is very
people distance,
different,
and that's fine.
Whatever. But when it came to a point where, okay, you guys are going separate ways, then why is the separate way still online? Like, I don't understand why that has to be like the only way to like address your friendship, your 8 years of whatever. And trust me, I don't know shit. I was not there for 8 years of it. I was there for probably 2 of it. I still love and respect everybody, but I think when it comes to like your dreams, your projects, like why don't you get the same respect?
And I almost feel like it's like the second like everyone for years like start a podcast, but I was not doing it. I would randomly go on other people's podcasts, but now that I'm finally doing something for myself and my best friend, Why sit on a podcast and bash it? I'm actually doing something with my 26-year-old ass self. So I don't like seeing that. I don't like people call me a shitty friend because it's like in the end with everybody, I always try and communicate. I'm always trying to be honest.
We've never sat here, and even in the entire episode have ever sat here and like, we've been so supportive towards everybody else and their dreams and their hopes and everything that they've wanted to accomplish. We've always been there every step of the way, regardless if we were friends with them or not.
Exactly.
So I think when it came down to it, there was one opportunity. It's if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And it honestly breaks my heart. Like, it breaks my heart. It makes me really sad because I don't think that, I'm going to say, I don't think that was right. I don't think that was right to sit there and like pretend like, you know, what we're doing isn't anything.
Laugh at our ideas, laugh at our podcast that everyone said was a good idea. And it is sad because I think friendship breakups are harder than literally like most things
But that
in
doesn't
life.
mean you wish somebody like.
But I would never be like, fuck, I hope anyone's podcast flops. Like, seeing certain people that I used to be friends with get insane brand deals, go on insane trips, do this. That in my heart makes me so happy. Even though there is so much negativity being talked about on fucking Reddit, and no, I don't look at it. Like, that itself amazes me because everyone's
that's
like,
the speculation is so different from like actually word of mouth. And I think word of mouth, it's like, okay, if you're gonna say something, then I'm gonna take that literal. And I think there's a big difference between, I don't like the fact that it's bits of the week is becoming a way to make fun of somebody
or bully somebody like publicly for millions and millions of
in
people.
their
Like,
podcasts.
some people can't take that mentally. So it's like, thank God I can, bitch. I could take a fucking bulldozer in between my legs. I can take some fucking bullying.
Sick.
So and also LA is so crazy because certain friends, people, whatever, will love to sit in a room and be like, oh, I fucking hate blah, 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 blah. I hate this about her. She looks like shit, whatever. And then the second you actually speak up and communicate with whoever, like, oh, you're kind of annoying, embarrassing, whatever, I have a problem with you, you are the biggest devil alive. And I'm just like, we're 26. Y'all, people don't want to have conversations. Weird.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, to their own truth, and to their own narratives. But I personally think that perpetuating a narrative that she's not a good friend, saying to me at events and things like that, that I'm not a good friend to you because of your eating disorder and things like that, that hurt my feelings really fucking bad.
I think that also is
bothered me
another
a lot.
thing, whether you guys are struggling with friends, throwing things in people's faces, whether you're struggling with an eating disorder, struggling with addiction, struggling with anything, struggling with life.
Yeah.
Anyone throwing that in your face or your best friend's face who is there for you does not care about you and does not love you. Like, I've had multiple people go up to Stas and be like, you're a shitty fucking friend. Lilah's too fucking skinny.
Yeah.
Really? Because are you there when Stas is asking me how I feel after I eat after a meal? Are you there when Stas is cooking me a meal? Are you there when I'm crying because I just ate a meal? No. No one gives a fuck until...
It's all business. It's all business. It's all views. It's all hearsay, whatever. But when it
But the
really
same people
came-
saying that are the ones with addictive personalities getting on fucking Ozempic. So it's like, when I'm sitting here just genuinely trying to stay alive every single day, why is Stas a bad friend? Why am I a bad person for going to therapy, trying to eat, going to berries? Me and Stas started going to fucking berries.
It's insane.